Yo, what is good, my anime faithful? What is good, yo? Guys, Sword of the, or Blade of the Immortal. I was gonna say Sword of the Immortal because I was thinking of the Blade of the Stranger, so excuse me. Um, I don't really know what to talk about when it comes down to when this show does its own thing, right? This show doing its thing, to me, is them just kind of slowly but surely bringing us into the fray of what is going on in their mind. Because, mind you, this show has already been done. Like, this is just a retelling of this story. So, or if retelling to me sounds like almost like they could change stuff. So I don't know if it's fully original to what has happened in the other ones or whatnot, and you can watch step by step the same stuff happen in every uh, integration of the Blade of the Immortal. But with how it's going right now, I truly love the weird stopping point of our characters that we're following and just stopping them from being the main cast. All of a sudden, we're getting the final preparations of these two groups that clearly have had been at each other's necks much longer than our girl knows about, right? She knows there's some type of turmoil that they're working through by picking the brain and talking to oh boy that saved her twice that she straight up wants to take out herself. So she knows there's stuff going on and she wants him to resolve that stuff so she can take him out at his best so he's not focused on anything. He's not doing anything and she just gets her fight. That's what she wants out of everything. The way she dreamed it of him dying is the way he's going to die in her mind. So that's pretty savage of her like mentality of how she wants things to go. So then you have the fact of everything that she's done to others that is kind of building up as a whole. The boy that uh, Maji-san pretty much took out, and he thought he died afterwards because he even saw the arm or something along those lines and saw him getting buried. He finds out that, oh, that man's still alive, and that's the man that killed my father. So, boom, you have him back in the fray, and for good reason, because of what she's done to him and what she's continued to do throughout everybody's life. Everywhere she goes, she's a constant reminder of how much she kind of takes and can keep taking from others without even knowing that she's doing it, and it's wild to me. Um, how much she does it and then still feels like this is all just, right? Like what she's doing isn't wrong in her eyes. She's doing all this because of what's happened to her. So how is it that she should not do this stuff because of it? So that's pretty wild to me to see and have it at in that perspective was pretty mind blowing after seeing what others are going through and why they're so bent on what they're going to be bent on throughout the rest of this season or the rest of this show. Because not only does one person lose the two things that matter the most to him, supposedly, um, another person is, realizing his true ambition. He's realizing his true next couple of steps and what he actually needs to be like to get it done, and they're already putting all that work at its fullest. So really good stuff. It's one of these build up episodes you kind of don't see coming that are in the case of like it's still built like something's about to happen. No, they're just setting everything up this week, and once something happens you'll know exactly why, because the little miniature skirmish that happened between the two teams was a good way to understand that both teams are extremely talented, And it's almost as if this is the reason why the other team has gotten so many talented players on their side, knowing what their opposition was going to be. So I really want to see it unfold. Not to mention, we haven't heard anything of this man's plans after having all those people tested and looking for the immortal gene or however they, whatever he was trying to do with it, right? So we have no actual way of knowing where that had led us and where that is supposed to be. And that's the type of things that this show has continuously shown me, that they don't care about, answering questions as much as they care about just giving you answers as the show progresses. So I don't question it. I'm not a creator, and this show's got me hooked. So I'll let you guys do the creating, and I'll just do the reacting and acting as if I might know something's coming when really I might be far behind. So with all that being said, everybody, have an awesome day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I think I may have like one more video to get out, but I'm gonna give it some time before I drop it because the quality's kind of doo-doo, so I might as well just wait and actually enjoy it instead of watching it and not enjoying it as much. So with all that being said, take care and peace.